All right, so this is Riverside, Jacksonville, Florida. We're here on King Street at a little area where I've been working at a tattoo shop for the last dozen years. Recently, the old owner lost possession of the place, and so I took the opportunity to take out a lease and open up a shop for myself. Well, what has happened since then has been just a ton of renovation that has been night and day, round the clock for weeks on end to finally be open and doing business and making some money. So I hope you enjoy some before and after, some transformation type video, because that's what we're about to do today. We're going step by step with all the work that I've put in to make the shop what it is now and looking back at what it used to be. Alright, so this is the way the shop used to look. It's very cluttered, very depressing. The maximum security gray color is awful. The furniture is old. It's really just, it's lacked maintenance for a very long time as money got, shoveled into the wrong places. So obviously it's needed some love for quite some time, and it's honestly been hard to keep good artists when the owner doesn't give a shit about the place, neither do the employees. I always made excuses about keeping my area clean, and I work on my clients, but honestly looking back on this is just embarrassing. The floor is obviously missing throughout the entire back half of the shop, where they snatched it out assuming they were going to fix it and then never fixed it, and then we just did business like that for like 2 years without a floor. And that's without getting into all of the other problems with this place or just how bad it really was. Now when things get that bad, there's only really one thing you can do. You grab your bag of money and a hammer. Yeah, when I said hit it with a hammer, I meant it. We absolutely gutted this place, smashing it into little pieces and put an entire tattoo shop into dumpsters. I think in total we filled up about 5 dumpsters out back and took 7 more truckloads of trash away. In doing so though, we removed every single ceiling tile, every light fixture, every bit of old flooring. We threw out all sorts of crap the old owner left. I mean, truckloads of crap he left behind. So with that, we started painting and collecting up building material. If you're going to do a top-down renovation, it definitely helps to start at the top. So this is the old ceiling here. You can see all the dirty tiles and how they're all different shapes and stuff. And we replaced them all with brand new tiles that look like they're supposed to. We also swapped out every light fixture. This is 2.5 pallets of tile that we had to load into the shop by hand. I did have a buddy help me start laying it. I ended up finishing it, laying about half this tile myself. So this is that back hallway that's really dark and doesn't have lighting and doesn't have a floor. It's got this weird maze shape as you have to turn corners to find the bathroom. The closet's not even attached to the wall very well. So we ended up snatching that out, found a bunch of weird industrial equipment in there that was just useless, so we threw that away. This is the cabinet that you saw me smashing in the beginning of the video. I don't even know why it's there. But we just started giving the place a nice coat of paint, of course the floor to match, and a nice built-in bench instead of that weird cabinet thing. I think I'm going to build a photo booth into this corner. And this area is starting to look good. So with the bathroom being completely redone, we also took the time to redo all the plumbing throughout the entire shop. It's all new fittings, all new connections, no more leaks, no more weird things like that. We snaked out all of the pipes as well just to make sure that we were not going to have problems for a while. But now that the facilities are facilitating, I think we're going to knock out the office so we can start officiating. So this is the office the way I inherited it. It is definitely trashed out. It was not this bad just a few weeks before, but the old owner decided that he didn't give a shit and just destroyed it as he was getting his last few little things out of there. So a bunch of drywall later and fixing a bunch of punch holes in the wall and a new coat of paint, this is what we have. It is a nice, clean, brightly lit office. It has a nice new drawing table, new stencil machine, new copy machine, all the supplies the artist could ever want. In the future, I do want to add a couch and a TV and a mini fridge just to make it more of a break room and not just an art room supply closet, but that's coming down the road. So this is the piercing room as I inherited it. Again, this is after the owner went through and snatched all of his stuff out of here. Believe it or not, this is the closest to a nice room that we had in the entire shop. About 2 months prior to everything collapsing, the owner decided to try to do something to make it nicer and increase sales. And we painted it this weird, like, diet goth purple, and actually decorated the room and did all that nice stuff. But honestly, in the end, it did not save an already sinking ship. Now, I still have some decorating to do, but at least everything is nice and new and clean and matches the rest of the shop to keep everything nice and consistent. The pedestal sink that we installed in the corner removes that huge vanity that was taking up a ton of space in the room, so we've also got a lot more room to breathe in there as well, making things a little less claustrophobic. Alright, so with that, let's step out to the sidewalk and start working on things from the front to the back as the customers are going to see them. So it's hard to tell in this shot, but the old vinyl is very ugly and it's faded and it's peeling up and missing letters. So of course, we had to tear all of that down, and we had a local company come up and hang up our new logo on the door, as well as putting some letters on the window and some new store hours, trying to make it look good for when customers walk up and see it. So right through that door, you used to be met with this like fugly fake brick wall that we hated. So like everything else, we just hit it with a hammer a bunch until it all fell down, and then eventually just put some drywall up, as well as some new flash in some better frames. Got everything painted and looking good, put some new furniture in. Alright, here we go. Before and after transition. Old, new. Man, that looks so much better. I mean, it was a ton of work, but it was absolutely worth it. So this is the cluttered up wall on the left hand side, as well as all the junky tattoo stations that used to be in there. And this is how nice and clean it looks now. So just going from this like decrepit clusterfuck of a tattoo shop to this clean, bright, beautiful, inviting studio has been absolutely amazing. These white toolboxes are just like a cherry on top. But now that we're open and it's December, we put up a little matching Christmas tree, complete with a tattoo machine on top. Got stockings for all of the artists. And now there's nothing left to do except make a pile of money. I've got a 10-year lease, so I've been here for the last 10 years. I'm going to be here for the next 10. So if you ever want to find me, I'm real easy to get a hold of. I'm right at 917 King Street in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm trying to do everything I can to be relevant on social media. So if you guys want to check us out at King Street Tattoo Jax, right there, also linked down in the description on all your favorite social medias. Be sure to check us out. And special thanks to all of these people for helping me out with building this shop. I could not have done it without the extreme support from all of you guys.